Okay, so you're listening, which means you're probably a bit of a foodie, right? Well, get ready, because today we're talking Michelin stars.
Ooh, Michelin stars. There's something kind of magical about them, don't you think?
Totally. We're diving deep into an article from the Menuviel blog called What is a Michelin Star and How to Earn One. But this isn't just about, like, fancy food and white tablecloths. We're going beyond that.
Yeah, there are so many misconceptions out there. People hear Michelin star and they automatically think stuffy, expensive, French.
Right. But as this article points out, times have changed. So to really understand it, we got to rewind a bit. I mean, did you know this whole thing started with tires?
It's true. Michelin, the tire company, they wanted people to drive more, to explore. What better way than a guidebook with, restaurants to try along the way?
Genius marketing, right?
Yeah.
But it's incredible how those stars have evolved. The article talks about how it's not just about French haute cuisine anymore.
Oh, definitely not. We're talking global cuisines, street food even. Michelin's recognizing all kinds of culinary experiences.
Exactly. And it's not just about the food itself. This article, it really digs into the criteria. And wow, it's intense.
Oh, yeah, it's not easy getting a Michelin star.
Mastering techniques, creativity, consistency. They even look at the ambiance, the service.
It's about the whole dining experience. Michelin inspectors, they're looking for that perfect storm of amazing food A&D atmosphere, something that leaves a mark on you.
And those inspectors, talk about mysterious. They're like the ninjas of the food world. Dining incognito, deciding a restaurant's fate. Can you imagine? You'd never know if that couple at the next table was about to change your life.
Right. That anonymity, it's crucial to how Michelin works. They want to experience the restaurant like any other diner.
Makes sense. But the article mentions they often make multiple visits, right?
Yeah.
Like to make sure it's truly consistent.
Absolutely. One amazing meal doesn't cut it. They need to know that same level of quality is there every single time.
That's a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
And speaking of pressure, can we talk about the impact of these stars? Because the article, it doesn't shy away from the business side of it.
Oh, a Michelin star. It's like a golden ticket. It's a brand. It tells diners this is special. This is worth your time and money.
I know. Can you imagine, like, you're this little hole-in-the-wall place and suddenly, boom, Michelin star. Your whole world changes.
Yeah, talk about a game changer. And the article even talked about how Michelin's been really pushing to become, more global. They're not just focused on Europe anymore. They're embracing all these different culinary traditions.
Yeah, like Michelin stars aren't just for, like, fancy tasting menus anymore. The article mentioned street food vendors earning stars, which is insane, to me at least. The skill to elevate those flavors, those techniques to Michelin level, mind-blowing.
It makes you rethink what fine dining even means. It's not about the price tag or the setting. It's about that mastery, that dedication to the food.
And it also, like, shaping the future of food, you know? The article talks a lot about how Michelin's emphasizing sustainability now.
Right, because that's a big deal for people now, where their food comes from.
Exactly. Like, it matters.
And the article mentioned Michelin's Green Star initiative, restaurants that are, like, really leading the way with sustainable practices.
So it's about more than just, does this taste good? It's, was this produced ethically? Is this restaurant minimizing waste? It's pretty cool.
Definitely. It shows a whole new way of thinking about food. It's not just about the final product on your plate anymore. It's about the entire journey.
So true. And it makes you think about those anonymous Michelin inspectors in a whole new light. Right? They're not just judging, like, how perfectly seared that scallop is.
It's like they're judging the entire ecosystem of the restaurant, the sourcing, the waste management, everything.
It adds a whole other layer to it,
It's not just about the food. It's about the values behind it, too.
Okay, but can we talk about the challenges for a sec? Because keeping a Michelin star, that's got to be intense. Oh, I can't even imagine. The pressure.
The article talked about restaurants, like, constantly innovating, investing in staff training, and that's all on top of the normal day-to-day of running a business.
It's like knowing that any diner walking through that door could be a Michelin inspector. It must be nerve-wracking.
Talk about high stakes. It takes serious dedication to maintain that level of excellence day in and day out.
I'm curious, just as someone who, appreciates good food, does knowing all this, like the pressure, the challenges, does it change how you view a Michelin star?
I think for me, it enhances it. Because when I see that star, I know the amount of work, the passion, the sheer talent that goes into every single dish.
It's like you're appreciating the artistry even more.
Exactly. You're seeing the culmination of years of training, of dedication.
So we've talked about the history, the criteria, the global impact, the challenges. But the article goes even further. It actually gives advice to restaurants hoping to earn a star.
And even though it's geared towards chefs, I feel like there are some interesting takeaways for us as diners too, right?
For sure. It's like, what can restaurants actually do to get on Michelin's radar?
Yeah. And the article, it really highlighted online presence, which is interesting, right? Because that's something most diners use all the time. Looking at a restaurant's website, checking out their Instagram.
Leaving reviews.
Exactly. And it's like those Michelin inspectors, they're paying attention too. It's not just about what happens when you walk in the door.
It's wild.
Yeah.
So, that review I leave on Yelp after a good meal, that could actually help a restaurant get a Michelin star.
You're basically a food critic now. But it's not all online. The article also talked about networking, about building relationships within the industry.
Right, like collaborating with other chefs, doing food festivals. It's a whole other level of dedication.
And I think that's something important to remember. A Michelin star. It's not just about the food. It's about the whole journey, the whole team.
That's like a Michelin star. It's not just about the chef, right? It's about the suppliers, the staff, everyone.
Absolutely. It takes a village. Or, a really dedicated kitchen staff. But anyway, we've thrown a lot of information at you today. Michelin stars, they're more than meets the eye.
They really are.
They represent this, constant pursuit of excellence,
It's inspiring, in a way.
It is. It reminds us that, no matter what we're doing, whether it's cooking or something else, we can always strive to be better.
Totally. So next time you see that little Michelin star, remember what it represents, all that passion, all that hard work. It's pretty amazing.
It really is.
And maybe, just maybe, you'll be inspired to, seek out a Michelin-starred meal yourself. Until next time.